press. The hell are you even writing about? You promised there would be peace in Ukraine in 24 hours. A lie. You promised you would bring peace to Gaza in 24 hours. A lie. And now Israel is saying that they plan to fully occupy it forever and remove everybody from Gaza. That's what they're saying they're going to do. In addition, a war just broke out between India and Pakistan. And you're posting this? Oh, and you're also, again, promoting your meme coins, the Trump meme coins, where the top 22 holders of your meme coins get to meet with you for an exclusive dinner in Washington, D.C. on May 22nd, 2025. And now we know that the Abu Dhabi fund, by the way, Trump's going to the Middle East next week. The Abu Dhabi fund's using $2 billion in Trump crypto for transactions. So the transaction fee will inure to the benefit of Donald Trump and his family personally. We have Donald Trump building resorts in Qatar right now. Donald Trump building resorts in Oman with Saudi Arabia right now. I mean, the corruption is right in front of our faces. And look, should we talk about the insanity of Donald Trump posting AI images of himself as the Pope and offending the Catholic community right before they go into their conclave? Should we talk about that? Yes, it's deeply offensive and despicable. Donald Trump wanting to reopen Alcatraz. Yes, but let's not forget about the billions and tens of billions of dollars in corruption right before our face with Donald Trump and his crime family. Oh, then Donald Trump posts, Lawrence Jones is doing a great job on Fox and Friends. Dude, what do you just watch TV all day? You watch TV? I mean, again, imagine if you had someone who worked at your company, a boss, whoever, at a company, at a mid-size, big-size, small-size company, nonprofit, whatever, who behaved this way. You would say this is absolutely despicable. Well, are we any closer to having peace in Ukraine? A statement from J.D. Vance this morning, quote, there is a big gulf between where Ukrainians and Russians are. U.S. Vice President Vance says, we think Russians are asking for too much. Vance also says, it is probably impossible to mediate this without at least some direct negotiation between Russia and Ukraine. Well, I'm glad on May 7th, 2025, after making a fundamental promise of your campaign that you were going to bring peace to Ukraine in 24 hours, you go, it's probably impossible without direct negotiations. You mean between Russia, which wants to exterminate Ukraine, which invaded Ukraine, and Ukraine, which has agreed and wants there to be a ceasefire without any conditions at all? Europe realizes what a loser Donald Trump is. The world realizes what a loser Donald Trump is. And as Donald Trump makes the world weaker, Europe, Canada, Australia, other places are saying, okay, we got this. We know. Okay, Donald, you want to post about 60 Minutes and how that makes you upset? Was 60 Minutes mean to you, Donald? Okay. We're going to pursue intelligent fiscal policy. We're going to handle central banking the way it should be handled. We're going to build alliances the way they should be built. The European Commission will announce on Thursday details of its plan for countermeasures against U.S. tariffs should negotiations with Washington fail, European Trade Commissioner Mauro Sveko said on Wednesday. Also, you remember yesterday how Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced that he would be meeting with Chinese trade representatives in Switzerland in the coming days. Manipulates the market, moves the market. It's the China play. Like, our markets right now are moving on the idea that the Trump administration is going to remove the tariffs on China. That's where we are. That we are going to, that the markets, while former President Biden pursued smart, intelligent fiscal policy, created 16.2 million jobs in our economy, record low unemployment, 40,000 infrastructure projects going up, and they were brutal to former President Biden. They treat Donald Trump removing the problems he created as somehow being a win. And on that basis, the market is being manipulated based on the ideas that there may be some sort of a deal with China in the horizon. to remove the tariffs, not some comprehensive trade deal, but just to undo the damage that Donald Trump has done on this embargo.
The weather is heating up and your nighttime bedroom temperature has a huge impact on your sleep quality. If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend that you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating, so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. Now, using those silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA, Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, no matter the weather, so you get better sleep every night. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Miracle Made sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. Upgrade your sleep as the weather heats up. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Midas at checkout, you'll get free 3-piece towel set and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas and use the code Midas to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/Midas to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode.
So now Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is saying, is he trying to downplay the expectations after he moved the market? Now he downplays the expectation. He goes, just the beginning of conversations. We'll see where it goes. Okay. Well, now used car prices are going up, reflecting broad inflationary impacts from tariffs, up 4.9% year over year in April, the biggest jump since August of 2022. So inflation is back. You know that, even though Donald Trump's claiming, oh, like a miracle, it all went away. We know that it's here. And then the cruelty of his policies are seeping into a lot of other things as well. Take, for example, this bulletin that Cornell University put out. Approximately 40,000 children born every year have some type of heart condition, but that isn't a large enough number to incentivize the private sector medical device companies to invest. For that reason, the only option for federal funding. And one of the issues here is based on the Trump stop work order from federal government. The project's future is uncertain. So on a lab bench in the basement of Wheel Hall, a tiny device silently pumps fluid through a series of tubes and vessels that mimic the human heart. It has the potential to save lives of tens of thousands of babies with heart defects. But the oligarchs say, screw that. I always want to highlight those little pieces in a given day too, because with all of the Trump chaos, let's not forget the cruelty is the point. Speaking of cruelty being the point, J.D. Vance yesterday at this press conference that he was having with Donald Trump while India attacked Pakistan and they were at war with each other. J.D. Vance joked about deporting tourists who attend the 2026 World Cup. He warned people that if you stay a little bit later than you should after you attend the World Cup, that dog killer Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem will throw you into concentration camps. Ha ha! So funny. I'm sure people who have legitimate fears about coming into the United States because the United States is literally disappearing human beings to concentration camps in El Salvador and showing ISIS-style videos about it. I'm sure that's going to encourage tourism, you moron. You guys, these JD, these people are cruel and they are morons. It's just that simple. The U.S. in February made just $4.3 billion in new binding funding commitments to state and local governments, a 57.5% decline from the same month a year earlier. We also learned that more than a half of the top holders of Donald Trump's meme coin, who are jockeying for that dinner with Donald Trump that he was posting about today, have used foreign exchanges that say they ban U.S. users, suggesting that many of the purchasers are based outside of the U.S. Speaking, by the way, of what else is going on outside of the U.S., Denmark inviting American scientists to